say, came back with a red shirt on. Tiptoed through the alley and went right and started shooting. So to me, that's premeditated.
Lauren London. Okay, so I'm not surprised that her name has entered the chat as far as potential witnesses. Her and Cassie were really, really good friends. What I did not know, I guess my ear just ain't that close to the streets, yeah. But what I did not know is that after Nipsey passed, that Diddy paid for her security.
Puff.
Really?
Puff pulled me aside and was like, look, bud, you have showed everybody what it looks like to hold a man down and to love him. Now show them what it looks like when it all crumbles. That's your responsibility. I hope he doesn't mind me sharing that.
It's official. You know, my brother is putting out the album Victory Lap.
Yeah.
Got All-Star Weekend here in LA.
Yeah.
The love is back in the air.
Yeah, all that.
The music is in a certain pocket.
Hook up with the biggest rapper at the time. Everything's great. By the way, isn't she? Lauren is the one that introduced Nip. Diddy.
Okay, y'all, buckle up because things just got messy. Like jaw-dropping messy. Guess who popped up during Diddy's federal jury selection? None other than Lauren London. Yep, that name didn't just randomly surface. And now the streets are buzzing with questions. What in the world does she have to do with this wild federal case that has Diddy's name smeared all over it? Well, here's the tea. Lauren London used to be super tight with both Diddy and Cassie. But when that now infamous video came out, you know the one, Diddy laying hands on Cassie in that hotel hallway? Lauren said nothing. Not even a whisper, not a tweet, not a public statement. And people were like, huh? But wait, that was just the surface level drama. 'Cause baby, the rabbit hole goes way deeper. For years, there have been whispers in the industry, dark, creepy whispers, that Diddy might have had something to do with Nipsey Hussle's death. And who was right beside Nipsey the whole time? Lauren. And now people are starting to wonder if Lauren was planted, like some sort of honeypot, to get close to Nip and keep tabs on him. Sounds crazy? Maybe. But this rumor has legs, y'all. It's been floating through the industry like smoke in a burning house. And now that Lauren's name is on that list in Diddy's court case, baby, those old rumors are coming back louder than ever. And guess who's allegedly not having any of it? Blacc Sam. Yep, Nipsey's own brother. The one who's been protecting Nip's name, legacy, and business since the very beginning. Word on the street is he's been distancing himself from Lauren after everything that's come out about her ties to Diddy. And honestly, if you've been paying attention, this drama has been boiling under the surface for years. Let's spill the whole story, because this is deeper than it looked.
What kind of conversations did you and Diddy have? Because you and Diddy formed a relationship, I assume through Lauren London and Cassie.
Yeah. Bug threw me the alley-oop, you know.
Oh, you hooked you up with Lauren?
No, I'm saying Lauren introduced me to Puff.
Oh, God.
As Diddy's trial finally kicked off, things got real. Prosecutors and Diddy's defense team were locked in this intense back and forth, combing through a list of potential jurors. They had to find people who were fair, who weren't influenced by all the celebrity noise. But what caught everyone off guard? A list of 190 names tied to the case, and one of those names was Lauren freaking London. Now, to be fair, this shouldn't have been a complete shocker. For a while now, people have whispered that Lauren was closer to Diddy's circle than she ever let on. And we're not talking occasional party invites, nope. Word is, Lauren had deep ties to Diddy's empire, not just some red carpet BFF thing. We're talking business. And then the connections got super shady, like Lauren being the one who allegedly introduced Nipsey to Diddy. And guess what happened right after? Diddy suddenly stepped in and became executive producer on Nipsey's final album, Victory Lap. That's right.
That school, I'ma teach myself, made my first meal on my own. Need your help. All black,
We gotta go back to the break. We gonna go back to the break. We're gonna do the clap again.
I'm gonna clap all night.
Yeah, I would.
Find me out different places. We spoke by the door and stand for trace. Double back there.
Lauren, I cracked you up.
But here's where it gets super sketchy. By the time Diddy came on board, the project was already finished. Like, done. Nipsey just wanted some feedback. You know, the usual industry collab vibe. But Newt, the Diddy convinced him there was still more work to do. That's what they always say when something shady's brewing.
But yeah, you know, Puff, I brought the album to Puff when it was pretty much done. Just got his feedback, played it top to bottom, just wanted to see what he thought. And he was like, it's room on these records to continue to produce.
So now the puzzle pieces are falling into place. People are realizing just how deep Lauren's ties to Diddy really ran. And it's not looking good. Some sources are even saying that her long-running relationship with Diddy may be the real reason why Blacc Sam kept his distance from her. And it gets more telling. After Nipsey passed away, who took charge of the estate? Not Lauren or Sam, who was handed the reins, managing Nipsey's money, his legacy, and making sure his children were taken care of. According to legal docs, in January 2022, Sam asked for more time to wrap up estate matters. The judge granted it. Fast forward to November 2023, the court officially divided Nipsey's $11,300,000, 0 cents estate. It was split evenly between his kids. Cross, his son with Lauren, and Imani, his daughter. Lauren got control over Cross's share, including access to bank accounts and a 50% stake in Marathon, Nipsey's business. Sam, on the other hand, got legal guardianship over Imani and full control of her half. Why? Because Imani's mom, Tanisha Foster, was ruled unfit to care for her. Sam also made both kids co-owners of the Marathon store, a powerful move that truly honored Nipsey's legacy. When I say we own it, it's in Hustle's kids' names, Sam said proudly. This is something their father worked for and that they now own. But here's the thing, Sam never publicly dissed Lauren. He kept it classy. After all, she's the mother of his nephew. But folks close to Sam say, behind the scenes, it was a whole different story. Allegedly, Sam and Lauren never really got along, and when Sam found out just how close Lauren was to Diddy, let's just say, things reportedly got icy. Let's rewind even further. March 31, 2019, the day Nipsey was gunned down right outside the Marathon store. It shook the world, but why did it happen? Why would someone take out a man who did so much for his community? That's when the whistleblowers stepped in. One of the loudest voices, Jaguar Wright, she came out swinging, saying Nipsey's murder wasn't random. Nope. She suggested it was a setup, an industry hit job. And guess what else she said? She pointed fingers directly at Lauren and Snoop Dogg. Yeah, it got that crazy.
Because if you were capable of doing what they're saying that you did to Tupac, why the wouldn't we believe that you were capable of doing it to Nip because he was about to eclipse you?
Dang.
All of your fucking secret meetings with Diddy and y'all fucking knew that they put Lauren on him. All those fucking Diddy parties. All of the support that Snoop has for Honeycomb.
Jaguar claimed that Lauren wasn't even with Nipsey out of love. She was allegedly planted there. A whole strategy orchestrated by Diddy and the real shot callers behind the scenes. Lauren's role? To monitor Nipsey, report back, be the eyes and ears on him. That's the level of betrayal we're talking about here.
Using you now, Lauren. You work with Diddy to line up your baby daddy. No, Lauren London isn't an only child. She has a sister, and her sister was working for the Honeycomb. Capricorn.
Hey, but wasn't Diddy executive producer of Nipsey's album?
Exactly.
And Jaguar wasn't done. She brought up Nipsey's controversial Dr. Sebi documentary. If you don't know, Sebi was an herbalist who claimed to cure AIDS and cancer with natural remedies. And Nipsey wanted to tell that story. But the theory is, powers that be didn't want that documentary to see the light of day. So when Diddy started mentoring Nipsey while he worked on that project, people were suspicious. Was he helping, or was he trying to control the narrative?
Wanted him to stay the way from Dr. Sebi's work. It was a blind corporation that bailed his murder out of jail.
Some folks believe Diddy was deliberately delaying Nipsey's album. Why? So he could stamp the bad boy brand on it, use Nipsey's rising fame to boost his own label. But according to Jaguar, this was all part of the trap. She's doubling down, saying Lauren was part of a bigger scheme. The goal? Link Nipsey to Diddy and ultimately bring him down.
Isn't she? Lauren is the one that introduced Nip to Diddy. Diddy couldn't even get to Nip, even though he had ties in L.A. It was Lauren that brought Nip to him. These women are used as pawns to move people around, to line people up.
Now, there's another player in this twisted web, Capricorn Clark. A name you might not know, but trust, she's important. Capricorn was one of Lauren's closest friends. And according to Suge Knight, yes, that's Suge. She's the woman Diddy allegedly assaulted for not telling him that Cassie was talking to Kid Cudi. Wild.
Same time he got a what's a little girl named Cassie or whatever. He had an assistant by the name of Capricorn. He felt Cap was keeping it on the low about if she was messing with Cudi or not. Puffy beat the shit out that bitch.
So that female assistant Suge Knight talked about? Yeah, it was Capricorn Clark. And here's where it gets real suspicious. Some folks online think Capricorn might be related to Lauren London. There's no solid evidence, but they were definitely very close, like super close. People even said they were like sisters. But whether they share blood or not, their connection to Diddy is making everyone give serious side-eye. And get this, after Diddy's lawsuit with Cassie got settled in November 2023, Capricorn posted something chilling on her Instagram, a Bible verse. But it wasn't just any soft, comforting scripture. No, honey, this one was like a warning shot. Don't take the path of the wicked. Don't follow those who do evil. Stay away from that path. Don't even go near it. Turn around and go another way. And she didn't stop there. She followed it up with, doors be unlocked. You gotta be willing to walk away from the money, full stop. 2011 was hell. Tragic kingdom, what? That sounds like she's exposing something. Maybe not directly, but that caption spoke volumes. Now here's the kicker. Capricorn used to be Diddy's right hand. She was the global brand director for Bad Boy Records and also worked as his personal assistant from 2001 to 2012, but she never really explained why she left so suddenly. Back in the day, it was rumored that Diddy fired her for stealing, but Suge's claim flips that story upside down. Sugar said Diddy attacked her physically. And that might be why she really left. And we all know, if you worked for Diddy, you probably signed an NDA the size of a Bible. But baby, NDAs don't protect you from talking about crimes. So the fact that Capricorn still hasn't said a word, yeah, that's suspicious.
It meant to us. We lost an incredible soul. We lost someone very rare to us, and we lost a real one. And we won't ever be the same. But in Hustle's words, because he used to always say this, the game is gonna test you, never fold.
Meanwhile, Lauren London, she was all up in Diddy's circle too. Remember? She and Cassie used to be inseparable. Besties, like glued at the hip type friends. But here's the crazy part. After the video dropped of Diddy attacking Cassie, Lauren didn't say a single word. Not even a supportive emoji. Nothing. Nada. Radio silence. That silence was loud, y'all, and it had fans asking, whose side is she really on?
I don't know if everybody, when you came out, everybody was like, because everybody had been feeling for you so strongly, and you seemed, I don't know, just like so regal and so. Did you feel that way? You looked so put together and strong.
I just felt like it was surreal. And I felt like I can honestly say God was carrying me through that. That wasn't me, that was all God. Because there was no way, I didn't even want to get dressed. I was gonna wear sweats. And,
were you really? Did somebody,
I'm not getting,
Did somebody pull you aside?
Somebody pulled me aside, Puff.
Really?
Puff pulled me aside and was like, look, bud, you have showed everybody what it looks like to hold a man down and to love him. Now show them what it looks like when it all crumbles. That's your responsibility. I hope he doesn't mind me sharing that. But Puff was my, he's like a real brother.
He's been through a lot of loss too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, you show up. Because he heard, I guess, I don't know who told Puff I was.
Somebody called Puff. Somebody called Puff. Somebody in your family or your team called Puff. Like, yo, talk to Lauren.
Because I was like, I'm wearing whatever. I'm not supposed to this. I was like giving that. And so he was like, no, show up. Show up with your head up.
And then this other thing came up. In 2022, Lauren did an interview with Angie Martinez and confessed that she wasn't even planning to speak at Nipsey's funeral. But guess who changed her mind? Diddy. Yes, Diddy pulled her aside and told her to speak, and she actually gave him credit for giving her the strength to get up on that stage. So even while Cassie was out of the picture and the public was turning on Diddy, Lauren was still praising him in interviews. Like, girl, what? Now this just keeps getting weirder and more confusing. Fans are seriously shook. Because if Lauren and Cassie were really so close, why didn't Lauren stand up for her? Why didn't she say anything about that video? It's not just silence, it's giving loyalty to the wrong person. And now that Lauren's name is being dragged into the Diddy court mess, people are putting her under the microscope all over again. Those old conspiracy theories, yeah, they're back with a vengeance. There's talk all over social media that Lauren might know way more about Nipsey's death than she's letting on. And fans aren't just theorizing, they're calling her out. One fan dropped this bombshell on Twitter. Weird AF. She had a baby with Wayne, messing with Diddy, yet best friends with Cassie, and then sought out Nippy. She went to his shop to meet him. Just saying. Nip really loved her. The pain is for his kids. And another one didn't hold back at all. Diddy had something to do with Nippy's death. Watch the interview of Diddy and Nippy. Diddy was one of the first people I thought of behind it. People are putting two and two together, and they're not liking the answer they're getting. And let's not forget, Lauren literally introduced Nipsey to Diddy, and then Diddy inserts himself into Nipsey's music, delays the album, and somehow gains executive production credit? That's sketchy with a capital S. And when you throw Jaguar Wright into the mix, who's been screaming for years that the industry is filled with setups and plants, suddenly, Lauren doesn't look like just a grieving widow. She looks like a possible insider, someone who might have known a little too much and said way too little. And now Blacc Sam? He's over it. The word on the street is that Sam has been keeping Lauren at arm's length, not out of spite, but for protection. Of Nipsey's name, of the legacy, of the truth. And if any of these Diddy rumors prove even halfway true, then Lauren's silence might not just be confusing, it might be complicity. Let's be real. If someone hurt your best friend the way Diddy hurt Cassie, and you said nothing, that's already a red flag. But to turn around and keep publicly praising the man who's now being investigated for some of the darkest behavior in the industry, whew, that's not just keeping it neutral. That's picking a side. And fans have noticed. Hard. Some are even saying Lauren's image as Nipsey's heartbroken queen might have just been that an image. Because when it came time to ride for Cassie, to stand with survivors, to show up for her bestie, Lauren ghosted, and the courtroom hasn't even gotten to the deep parts yet. If her name came up this early in the jury process, what else is hiding in the document? Who else is going to be named next? This Diddy case isn't just about him anymore. It's exposing a whole network, a whole messy, tangled web of silence, NDAs, fake friendships, and possible betrayal. And guess what? Lauren London is smack in the middle of it. Lauren London's name popped up in Diddy's trial docs. So let's put this all together. Lauren London's name popped up in Diddy's trial docs. She used to be super close with both Diddy and Cassie. She introduced Diddy to Nipsey. Diddy later inserted himself into Nipsey's final album. Blacc Sam allegedly distanced himself from Lauren. Jaguar Wright said Lauren was planted in Nip's life. Capricorn Clark, Lauren's bestie, was allegedly assaulted by Diddy. Lauren has said nothing about the abuse Cassie faced, and she even credited Diddy for helping her at Nipsey's funeral. Phew. It's giving setup, it's giving cover up, it's giving this ain't over. What do you think? Is Lauren London just getting caught in the crossfire of Diddy's downfall? Or is there something much darker she's been hiding all along? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this story is far from over.